The holidays are right around the corner, and a dish that's a staple in most Filipino parties is this one. Sweet, sticky, and rich with coconut flavor. Today, we're making Biko, a true Filipino favorite. In this video, I'll be showing you two versions. The classic one topped with Latik, and a modern twist topped with coconut jam. Both are comforting, simple to make, and guaranteed to bring that nostalgic taste of home to your table. So, let's get started. In your rice cooker, add 400 grams of glutinous rice and rinse it a few times until the water runs clear. If you don't have a rice cooker, you can also cook it in a regular pot. Start over medium heat until it comes to a boil, then lower the heat and continue to cook low and slow until the rice is ready. Back to our rice cooker. Add 500 ml of water. For extra aroma, place a pandan leaf on top. This will give the rice that distinct fragrant scent we all love in Biko. Now let's make the coconut curds, or what we call Latik. Pour 200 ml of coconut cream into a pan and cook it over medium heat. The best thing to use for this step is fresh gata. That's how you'll get the most flavor and aroma. But if gata is not readily available, you can use coconut cream as an alternative. Just make sure it's coconut cream, not coconut milk. Since coconut milk has more water content, it won't give you proper coconut curds. This step is pretty easy, but it will take around 15 to 20 minutes to finish, depending on the heat. Just make sure to keep it on low to medium heat, because if it's too hot, the curds can burn quickly and turn bitter. Keep stirring occasionally until the curds turn light golden brown. Make sure to save the oil. We're going to need that later. Now let's start cooking the Biko. Pour in 400 ml of coconut cream, 130 grams of brown sugar. You can adjust the sugar depending on your taste. If you like it sweeter, add a bit more. Personally, I prefer my Biko a little less sweet. Cook the coconut cream and sugar over medium heat, stirring until the sugar fully dissolves. Once it's melted and combined, add your cooked glutinous rice. Don't forget to remove the pandan leaf before mixing. Mix well to fully incorporate everything. This part takes a bit of arm work, so be patient. You'll know it's ready when the rice becomes shiny and slightly brown. That means the coconut oils have rendered and the sugar has caramelized, coating the rice perfectly and giving that deep toasty flavor. Add a pinch of salt. Then, add a squeeze or two of calamansi. This helps balance the sweetness and richness of the coconut, making the flavors more rounded. Some people even add calamansi rinds for a bit of aroma, but for this recipe, I'll skip that. Once the Biko is ready, set it aside. And now, let's move on to making our coconut jam. In a small pan, combine 200 ml of coconut cream and 100 grams of brown sugar. Cook this low and slow, stirring occasionally until it thickens into a smooth, glossy, jam-like consistency. This will take around 15 to 20 minutes depending on your heat. Be patient with this step. The slower you cook it, the deeper and richer the flavors become. Once it's nice and thick, set it aside and let it cool slightly. For this optional step, we'll prepare a banana leaf to use as a base for the biko. Place a rattan plate or any round plate on top of the banana leaf. Trace around the edges. Then carefully cut along the outline using a knife. This will give you a perfectly shaped round leaf for plating. Next, pass the banana leaf quickly over the stove flame. Do this just for a few seconds in each section. It helps soften the leaf, release its natural aroma, and will make it easier to handle. Now it's time to plate our biko. Start by dividing the cooked sticky rice into 2 equal portions. Place 1 portion of rice onto your prepared banana leaf. Use a silicone spatula or the back of a spoon to spread it evenly and press it down gently so it forms a smooth, compact layer. For the second portion, spread the rice the same way. For our classic biko, start by brushing the surface with coconut oil. Next, top it generously with the latik we made earlier. The golden coconut curds will add a toasty aroma, a slight crunch, and a rich coconut flavor. For the next version, pour the coconut jam on top. Spread it evenly across the surface, creating a smooth, glossy finish. Finally, sprinkle a bit of latik on top for added texture and flavor. Once both are plated, you'll have 2 versions of biko. One classic, and one sweet and creamy. Alright, time to taste. Let's start with the coconut jam version. It's smooth, indulgent, and perfect if you like your kakanin on the sweeter side. Right away, you get that rich, sweet coconut flavor. As you can see, my knees just went weak for 1.5 seconds. That's how good it is. The jam gives it a creamy texture and a nice caramelized depth. Now let's try the classic biko. This one's got the toasty, nutty aroma from the coconut curds, and the sweetness is just right. The latik adds a nice crunch, and the flavor really brings out that comforting mix of coconut and sticky rice. Between the two, I'd say I personally prefer the classic version. It's simple, balanced, and it just reminds me of those homemade biko we all grew up with. But honestly, both are delicious in their own way. Whether you like it sweet and creamy, or classic and toasty, you can't go wrong. And here's a quick breakdown of all the things that I used, along with their approximate costs. Simple, budget-friendly, and perfect for sharing. That's what makes biko such a classic. If this video gave you some value or inspired you to try making biko at home, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more home-cooked Filipino meals. Thank you for cooking with me, and see you in the next one.